Rawls makes it clear that these principles are supposed to have a lexical ordering. What does this mean? Well, let's take a look at the difference principle for a moment. The difference principle says we maximize the level of the least well-off. So we look at our different options and figure out which one maximizes the level of least well-off. But those are restricted options. That is, we only look at the options that are consistent with the fair and equal opportunity principle. So, for example, if there was something that raised the level of the least well-off, but it shut out people from certain classes from a number of opportunities to advance economically or politically, that would not be acceptable. Okay? So when we look at the difference principle, we're comparing options, but only those options that are consistent with the first two principles. Now let's look at the fair and equal opportunity principle. I said at one point that there could be cases where making something available to one group of people, opportunities available to one group of people, would open up other opportunities for others in a way that would be beneficial for all. But that has to be consistent with the basic liberties. That can't mean shutting someone out of the political process, massively suppressing free speech, etc. So if we found out that some policy that shut down free speech would actually lead to a lot more economic opportunity, and raise the level of least well-off, well, that wouldn't be acceptable. So the principles are applied in a particular order. First, the liberty principle. So if we look at certain options for arrangements in society, they have to be consistent with the principle of liberty. If they are consistent, then we go to the fair and equal opportunity principle, and we say, okay, do any of these systematically exclude anyone from opportunity? If the answer is, okay, this one, and that one do, well, those are out. And then we take what's left, and we apply the difference principle to those choices. So there's a lexical ordering. First principle takes priority over the second. Second principle takes priority over the third. And if it turns out that something would maximize the level of the least well-off, but at the expense of liberty or fair and equal opportunity, then it's rejected.